Howdy doody, welcome to my channel. I went to put the video on and I actually took a picture of myself. I actually did. 1 minute, guys, I've got to take... Oh, she's up. Say hello, guys, quickly, before we start. Look. Oh, look at the puppuccinos. Say hi. Say hi. I've been uptown, so... They've missed me, haven't you? Say hi. This is Karma, if you haven't seen him before. He's beautiful. And this is little Gypsy. And she's beautiful. I know, you're beautiful, aren't you? Going to lay down then quickly. Quickly, lay down. Lay down then. Hi, guys. Lay down then, quick. Lay down. Lay down. I know, 1 minute. So, I've literally just got in. It is so cold. Look at him, look. Say hi. Come on, hi. Stay there then, lay down, quick, lay down. He's like a big baby. Whoever thinks these dogs are aggressive is crazy. They're banned in the UK. And if he didn't come to me, he would have ended up on death row, seriously. And he's gorgeous, isn't you? You love him, don't you, Chips? I know. Yes, he's beautiful, isn't you? He's like velvet. Seriously. He's like velvet, isn't you? Well, anyway, if you ain't been before, I'm Kerry. And this is laid out bare. Look at the barnet. I cut my hair. All my grey's coming through. So I hope you're right, guys. Don't know what's going on here. But anyway, I have my hat on because it's raining. So I don't know what I'm doing yet. I had some cards out last night. And I'm going to start off again with some letters because these worked really well. Let's have a little look-ski and just put on some music. I found one that's got no adverts, so at least I haven't got to keep turning it like down all the time. Oh, it has got adverts. It said no adverts. It has got adverts. So I hope you're right today, guys. And I hope the weather's not too poo where you are. So I'm a bit cold, but I'm going to do, because I've got these, I made these up the other day. Oh, so the light's a bit bright, isn't it? So what I'm going to do, just do you these at the beginning because it's just a little bit different. Whoa, it makes it more fun. So we got L. We had L yesterday. So if these come up for you, don't tell me your name in the comments because otherwise it affects the reading. And then people will think that I'm going by your comments because yesterday, no offence, but someone told me what the initials meant. So just say they resonate with you because a lot of you haven't got your names on your profile. So I don't want people to think that if your name comes up in a read that I have read it in the comments. So just say, yeah, it resonates, but don't tell me the names, okay? Because I like to be real here. And it sort of might persuade people to think that I'm just going by the comments. Oh, that's turned over. Let's take that one. So we got Q. So L and Q. So if you make a word out of it, though, then tell me. But not your names, okay? Because then I know that when I'm reading you, it's just better. I don't, because otherwise I know what I'm like sometimes. I'm like, yeah, it's written in the comments. We're all like that. So we see what else we got, guys. So angels and ancestors, come into my space, please, and help me with the reading for the collective and X. So we got X, Q, and L. And I'm going to do one more. Because sometimes they will spell out a word, but if I literally got out more. What I did when I first done these, I shuffled them and my initials came out. So I thought, oh, brilliant. So we got J, L, Q, and X, all right? So I leave them just, I'm going to have to move my chair because I feel very, I'm going to have to block you out now, guys. Sorry, I'm just going to move my chair. It is so cold, honestly. I was absolutely freezing. It's really cold, but the rain's really light. So whatever you're doing today, have a good day, guys, and try and stay positive. I'm only here to help you and just guide you. And like I always tell you, I have had a life and I know what you're going through and I just literally want to be here for you. That's all. because when I was on my own, it wasn't nice going through my awakening and my breakup as well, and breakdown. Whoa, so we give these a little shuffle. So I'm going to do you Healing Light Oracle cards. And I'll shuffle them up. I wish you could see. I should have put you probably a bit lower. Let's see what's going down. So we have kind-hearted. Right, so you deal with difficulties through a positive mindset, and you consciously show kindness to those around you. So you probably find it, not you don't find it hard, you probably just see the positive side of everything. You probably like cope with things very well, like difficult situations. You're probably a lot like me. When you have bad things going on, if you did go out or people around you, you don't don't tell them. I feel that if you'd had an argument indoors, say with your partner or your kids, and then you went outside, say you went shopping, I think that if somebody still needed your help, even if you was crying or you was feeling very sad, you'd still help someone else. That's what I feel on this card. So you don't like take it on the street, shall we say. So even if you're like, basically, even if you're feeling like really down, you'd still help someone else. You would just show someone kindness no matter how you felt, because you're so kind-hearted. And that's really nice, guys. It is good to be kind, because everyone's going through their own problems. We just don't know, because we're not all walking around with a bubble on our head. But and other people's situations may not seem as bad as ours. So thank you, angels. I saw that then. Thank you, angels, for coming in. So other people's situations might not seem as bad, but to them it's just as bad as what we're going through, because people deal with things differently. I cannot believe it. You got kind-hearted and you got kindness. Oh, that's so lovely. So you got kind twice. Oh, that's nice. So you got positive again. So basically, you've overcome your imperfections. So someone might have told you that you was something that you wasn't, and you might have not felt that great about yourself, but you polished your character. So you drew inspiration from being positive and building who you are. That's how you've overcome things. So you've liberated yourself and allowed your goodness to show and show out through you. And it shows out through your kindness. Yeah, you're very supportive towards people, and you offer like unconditional love to yourself and to other people. So you could have overcome the way you feel about yourself altogether, and you might have recreated yourself into someone completely different. That's nice. You've got a lot more inspiration now because you are positive. So you've liberated now, and you have. And the goodness that just shows through you, like it says. Kindness and kind-hearted. Oh, we've got to be kind. That's all I want to do, is promote kindness and love and just make the world a better place if we can. Hopefully we can. Right, so manifestation of light. So yeah, look, you see your own beauty. So you've grown now and developed your own beauty from within. So it says that you see your own beauty, and that you've grown and developed inner self with harmony, light and beauty. So you've freed yourself now from negativity, and now your wisdom glows. So you've obviously learned a lot about yourself as well. Maybe like had to sort of have a look at yourself, I'm feeling. And you might have been around someone that's very negative, or even like from a childhood. We've all been there. And it does make it sort of, it instills it in you when people are so negative around you. But I think now you look in the mirror and you can see, I am beautiful, and that you have grown. You are developing like within yourself. And I feel like you are very harmonious, like everything's peaceful now, and you're living in harmony because you feel free. And you could be learning a lot about yourself, or you have. And that's what's making the inside of you, your light, glow. And people can see that with you. And I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna leave the light on. I'm gonna leave the light on. I am your lighthouse, guys. I am. And I know that song, but it's probably the only words I actually know. I feel really happy today. Even though I went out and it was raining, I still feel happy. And nobody really spoke to me today, which was good. Everyone looked so miserable, though. I had one guy smile at me, this older guy. He had a lovely smile. And I said, you're the only person that's actually smiled at me today. And it was probably because it's raining. I said, I don't care if it's raining or not. I'm happy to be alive. Oh, joy and happiness. So we have a J here. So your name could be Joy or Joyce, or you might know someone called Joyce. Right, so you're like a child now that's finding joy in the simplicity of life. So in your spirit, I'm going really goosey, guys. In your spirit, you're very happiness. And you found happiness in finding your childlike ways. And you've probably got your... like your childlike spirit's coming out of you. That's why you feel more joyful. You probably feel more playful. That's lovely. Yeah, happiness lies in your spirit, not in the material things. Even the smallest joy is a great source of light. What did I just say? It resonates. Every time I talk to you about something like me going out, even though it's raining, and there's rain on these cards as well, I find the joy in just splashing in puddles. I find the joy in just whatever, because that's the way I am now in my life. I just feel like however small things are, I find that the happiness of it, because you have to. That's how you make yourself more positive in life. It's no good going out going, oh, it's raining. Look, there's nothing you can do about it. Unless you can change the weather, there's nothing you can do about it. So just like, yeah, I think you do. You just find joy and happiness. And you are like a child. A child that doesn't care if it's raining. They don't even care if they got a coat on half the time because they don't feel the cold. They were probably the happiest people I saw today was the children in the rain. So that's lovely. You're finding the smallest things make you happy, but you don't have to worry so much like about maybe shopping doesn't make you so happy now. Maybe going out in the forest and walking in the rain, or just getting a bit dirty. Not that kind of dirty, if you know what I mean. Muddy. I just saw that orb then. Did you see it? Angels, I love you. Thank you for coming in. So let's have another one of these and see. We got D on the top of these letters here. So we got X, Q, L, J, and I can see D. Oh, we got perseverance. So you're believing in yourself now. You might be sticking to yourself, as in like you're your own best friend, or you're just like following your own heart. Everything will go in a better direction if you do this, and it will. Just believe in yourself and stick to yourself. And I feel you've had to have a lot of perseverance. That's probably why now you know yourself and you can see the beauty within yourself, because you've got to know yourself so well. They are a bit reflective, guys. Sorry. Yeah, you're going in a better direction now, guys, and you are. Right, what ones are these? Shall we have a look at these ones? We've got telepathy. I haven't used these for a long time. There's always one gets stuck in the box. Come on. So have a nice weekend. That's not the same card. I'm going to read you that because that's a completely different card. I don't know why that's in there. Completely different. So it must be for you. Sea otter. Happiness. So you got joy and happiness there, because that is not the same card, look. And I don't normally mix my cards up. It's very rare for me to do that. Look, see, it resonates. That was for you, because you've got playful and being childlike. Where's it gone? Where have we gone? Where's it? There it is. I am like a child who finds joy in the simplicity of life. Right, be the master of playful living. Release expectations and enjoy every day. So you're letting go of worry now. And you're choosing love. You're choosing to love yourself, and you've surrendered now to the waves of life. So your good destiny of love is sure. Oh, that's really lovely. And we got 2 little puffins there. And otters. I love the way they carry their babies on their belly. And even like when they're floating around, the baby just stays on there. It's beautiful. So you're going back to your childlike ways. Maybe you've released a lot of your childhood fears and things like that, and that's why you're being more playful, and you're very good at it now. You're getting used to it, like living like that, being positive, being happy, and releasing all expectations and just enjoying every day, letting all your worry go, and instead choosing love, surrendering to the waves of life. I really do like that. That is definitely for you, because that wouldn't have been in the box like that otherwise. And I even went through them and shuffled them last night. Look at the otter. You might like otters as well. So let's see. What ones were they then? Were they my animal spirit cards, I think? God, it must have been a while when I had them out with them cards. So you could be studying at the minute, or just learning, getting yourself more knowledge. You might be observing something as well. Right, maze. So even if you feel lost, there's always a way through the maze, guys. So if you're feeling lost, don't worry. You will navigate your way through it. Because look, I'm going to leave the light on. Look how big your torch is. You will be fine. So if you had to walk through that tree, your light will shine the way through, and you would navigate your way through that. I can see the sea in this as well. So you might like the water, you might like literally water, earth, whatever. You just love. I'm not even going to go by star signs. I feel like you might like the water, the forest, the trees, everything, flowers. But even if you feel lost, don't worry. There is a way through this, and there is, because you're not worrying anymore, because you're being more like when you was younger. You know, like when your mum, well, if your mum did, your mum fed you and you didn't really know where you were going. You just went wherever, and you just sort of took it all like, I don't know. You just when you're younger, you don't, do you really? You don't really worry about much. Well, some of us did. Past life. So we reunite with our loved ones over and over again in different lives. So you've probably been here many, many times before, being reborn. You might be reunited with a loved one as well. You might have been finding people, like when you're dreaming, you're not actually dreaming, you're travelling through realms, because that happens to me all the time. Last night, I couldn't believe it, and I wasn't dreaming, because I was on a mission last night, and I know because I was with one of my angels, and this might resonate with you. I released someone's mum. Now, the man I was with was blonde, and he had like sort of longish hair to about here. Very lovely guy. He didn't give me a name, but his mum's name was Lynn or Lisa, and she was passing over to a different realm. And she wanted to go very quickly. She said, I want to go very quickly. So I had to walk around. It was like a ritual. And they had a bonfire in the middle. I'm going really goosepimply. They had a bonfire in the middle. And it was like, all I kept hearing was steampunk. So I don't know steampunk music. And these people were dressed like steampunk. So if it resonates, let me know. And the woman had blonde hair up in like a bun. And then her son held my hand, and she walked in front like royalty, and she walked for a straight face, and she knew she's passed over, and she said, I just want to do this as quick as I can. So I said, okay. So I stood behind her, and then her son held my hand, and he was quite upset, but he was holding it together. And I said, it'd be fine. She wants to release herself quick. She'll come out in a minute. So we went round the fire, and then there was a guy with black hair who looked a bit like Jesus, and he did, but he wasn't. He was was another guy, and he was dressed in a blue checkered shirt and jeans. And the dancing they was doing was like Russian dancing. So they were on the floor and then kicking their legs out and then jumping out. And the music was amazing. I've never heard this kind of music ever. It was like drums and like, and it was like, it was amazing. Anyway, they all went, we walked round this fire. She walked through with my angel, and then I stood with him. And then as we came through, everyone was following us, and they was all doing their dance in front of everybody around the fire. Then it was the next person. This guy with the black hair, he looked like he was in a band, and he was dancing away. And then all of a sudden, she came out after she'd passed, and she was smiling, and as her son was with me here, she walked past, smiled at him, and I said, let her go now. And he squeezed my hand, and she went out into the mist, into another realm, and it was amazing. And when I got up, I asked my angels, and they said to me I'd released a lost soul, or a soul that was stuck, because I was like, I remember it clear as day, and if I remember it, it's normally me travelling, and I couldn't believe it. So I'm telling you this, you might think I'm crackers, but I'm not. I am literally chosen, and I do travel through realms. I'm not completely crackers, don't worry, that's what I tell you. So yeah, so her name was, it was Tina or Lisa, I can't remember her name, but that was the names I was getting. So it might be, you might be Tina or Lisa. It could be your mum. She was blonde. She was only looked about probably 50 odd. Didn't even look that old at all. But very like long dress she had on with all like ruffles. She was dressed like steampunk. That's what it was like. And it was absolutely, I might have even been in a different realm, like as in a different time zone, where it might have even been like 1800s and something, because it was between there, look, my angel's confirmation, it was in between Victorian and it was that kind of time. I don't even know. It might have even been in a totally different realm. I don't even know what time it was. But my angels have just come in to verify that. So let me know if it just, you might have been there. It might have been you I was with. But it's very, very clear in my mind, and it is. So when that come up, that's what I was thinking about. And it was like that in the middle, but without that. And it was like a big fire. Everyone was dancing like on the floor, getting up and dancing. It was brilliant. I didn't want to leave. Seriously, but I wasn't there that long. So yeah, so you might have reunited with a loved one in different lives. You might be able to do that and take yourself to the past life. So we'll do another one of these. I tell you what, if this was years ago, I'd have men coming round with the white coats to take me away. Seriously, universe. As soon as I said that, universe, and I'm getting energy. There you go. It's a confirmation. The universe is guiding you towards a special someone. Just let everything take its course. Now, I'm believing that this is to verify that I was led by the universe to your special someone. And I do feel that, because this is like confirmation. The universe guided you towards that special someone. Just let everything take its course. Because I had to release that woman. And she was scared, she was, because that's why she said, I want this to be quick, I want this to be quick. She walked through a door, and then I don't know what was done to her, and then she walked back out, and her soul was free. And it was absolutely beautiful. So I'm glad the angels confirmed that with the universe. I feel you might be able to do this. You might have had a bit of regression and gone back to your past life. Maybe like me, you can travel through realms, and you can go into meditation where you can actually go into a trance. I can fall asleep very quickly now, because I know I'm happier when I'm going to bed, because I know I'm going to travel around, and it's better than being on this earth, and it is. So that might actually be like a maze to you when you do this. You might feel lost like me, and when you go to sleep, you travel around, and you like going through all these realms that are like a maze, travelling through the universe and reconnecting with people from your past life. I really do feel that, guys. So I'm going to do, we're on 2411. Oh, that one wanted to fly out then. So I hope you have a good day, guys. Whoa. Let go. Now, what did I say? Because she was letting go. It's all confirming this is. Some things are best let go and let the universe work it out in its divine timing. So you might need to let something go from your past, or something from your past is in your childhood, or something to do with a loved one that's passed over. You might need to let them go and let them travel and be free. So let something go, okay? Let the universe work it out. So even if you've got someone in the past, or it could be someone from your past or your past life, just let it go. Let the universe, it says on there, let the universe sort it out. The universe will sort it out, okay? The universe is guiding you to where you need to be, towards another special someone. So if you're not with someone, you're not guided that way. Let them go, because you're going towards something else or someone else. And it's all taking its course. And it's all taking its course in divine timing, guys. You can't stop anything that's the universe guides. Past is the past, guys, and I know it pops up, it does for me too, and it is hard sometimes to let things go. I know, and I do, but I just try and help you to show you that even when I'm on here having breakdowns, or when I'm on here being in distress, and I'm going to say this, and I've got to say this, it didn't offend me, but I was a little bit cheesed off, and I can't remember which one of you said it, but when I had my video on here about me after I was destroyed and I was on there crying, I didn't have a hello Kerry or anything like that. You messaged me and said, have you got depression or something, or have you got anxiety? And that was it. And I thought that was quite rude, because just because I show my emotions in front of people does not mean I have depression, and it doesn't mean that I have anxiety. It means that I am free to show how I feel about life, and how I feel about being with a narcissist, and how I feel about what's happened to me in my life. I have not got depression. I used to have depression because I was under a deep rest, because I wasn't with God and I wasn't awakened. Depression is something you have because you're not awake. So don't think because people cry, because that's what a narcissist would say to someone if they were crying and in their emotions and wanting help and crying out for something. That's what a narcissist would say. Oh, what's the matter? You depressed or something? What, you got anxiety? And it's like, that's not a nice way to be. It doesn't mean because people show their emotions that they have got an illness, or they have got anxiety, or they are mental. It means that it is really brave for me to show my emotions on it, and I want you to know that if I can do this, and I can be raw, and I can show my emotions, and I'm not scared to do that, that's why I do it. So the collective know that they can do it as well. It's called being free, not being depressed. And I will mention it because comments like that is what makes people depressed, and what makes people feel like they can't cry. There is no law against showing your emotions, and there's not. And there is no shame in it either. And it's many a time I've been on here and I will show how I feel, because life is bloody hard, yeah? And things that have happened to us actually gave us brain damage, actually made us lose our minds. I didn't even know who I was when I was with a narcissist. I literally lost my memory. I couldn't eat. I couldn't speak. I couldn't even walk. I went stiff as a board. And I wasn't allowed to cry when I was a kid. I was never allowed to cry. I had to shut up and get on with it. What are you crying for? And I was so scared not to cry. When I was younger, I never cried. So everyone thought that it's all right. You can just abuse Kerry and you can just say what you like to her because she'll take it. She won't cry. And because I never used to cry when my boyfriends used to beat me up either, I used to cry on my own. People would think that I could take it. And that's not the way I want you to be. I want you to cry if you feel sad, and I want you to express yourself if you feel hurt. I want you to get your emotions out, men or women, yeah? Please don't leave comments on there about, oh, are you depressed or something? Maybe you need to go and see a counsellor. I don't need to see a counsellor, love. I really don't need to see a counsellor. The only thing I needed was God, and I needed to find myself and realise that it is okay to express how I feel, and it is. So I thought I will mention that, and I will, because that's what it is on here. It's called Laid Out Bare for a reason, not because I've got my tits out. It's laid out bare because I lay my soul out bare on here. I tell you my life stories so I can help you to be free. I lay my arse on the line on here, and I do, because people in my area watch this, and it's very hard at first for me to be so honest on here. So no, I haven't got depression. No, sometimes I do get anxiety, but normally when I've got anxiety, I'm not on there talking, because I'd have so much anxiety, I wouldn't be able to even get in front of the camera. So people, be very careful what you're saying, and a little lesson is think before you speak, okay? Because because I'm strong, I took that okay, but someone else might not have done, and it's not nice. So just remember, be nice to people, yeah, and try and take a little step back when people are being honest and trying to express how they feel about life, because I was quite offended, and I was, but it didn't bother me. I didn't lose no sleep over it, but just I didn't delete your comment either. But yeah, just be nice and just think how people, yeah, look, listen. Try and listen to people and listen why they're like that. Honestly, probably do you some good. So be alert. The soft chiming bells call to nearby fairies. So you might be working with fairies, guys. And I am blunt and I do speak my mind. So if anyone's offended, I'm sorry, but I don't give a shit. And I don't, because I don't care about offending people through being like my normal self, because I'm not being horrible. I'm just telling you, I say it as it is nowadays. I'm 51 years old, and I've spent years being quiet and going, oh, okay, then maybe I am depressed. No, I'm not depressed. No, I'm not. And neither is anyone else who needs to open up. You're just deep rest. You are in a sleep because you are not awake. You'll find that when you believe in God, you won't. I've had depression all my life, I thought. I never had depression. I was asleep. And since I believed in God, I'm now awake. I do take sertraline, because I'm finding it hard to get off them because I'm on quite a high dose. But I do get anxiety, yeah, but very, very rarely. But I certainly haven't got depression. And you'll find that there's no such thing as depression in this world, and there's not. There is a thing called mental health, but it's not always depression. It's to do with what's happened in your life. And I do feel really strong about this, guys, and I do. So try and listen, guys, because you might have fairies that you're working with. And I'm getting energy now. So I'm sorry to mention things, and I will. So please don't put in the comments, oh, I shouldn't mention it, because I will, because that's what my channel's about. It's very real here, and some people don't like it. Well, it's not the place for you then. Dream, guys. Have a cup of tea in the garden and find yourself a good book. So maybe some of you need to relax. Maybe you started reading lately, or you're just, maybe you read books before you go to sleep, and then you do start dreaming. But have yourself a nice little cup of tea in the garden if you can, or in an outside space. Just forget the world for a little bit and just find yourself a good book. Some of you probably do need to start reading. I've started reading again. I couldn't even read when I had a breakdown. I couldn't even concentrate. I just sat there like this, scared to absolute death of anything. So, I'll do you one more card. Sorry, but I have to get things off my chest. Otherwise, it will just linger. Grow. So all flowers must grow through the dirt. This is you. So you have grown now. You've changed a lot. And you probably was buried, I feel. And like a little seed, you was buried. And guess what? You bloomed into a beautiful flower. And now you've grown. And all flowers must grow through the dirt. So whoever put you down in the dirt, that's all right. They just watered your seed with all the tears that you cried. And then you grew and grew and grew while you was in hermit mode, feeling you was in a dark place. And then suddenly, boom, there you came. Grown up, but back to your childlike ways. And I really did like that, guys. I'm going to finish on a prayer. I love you guys, and I do. The first stone. I like this. You know what this is going to be, don't you? You know. So, when they persisted in asking him, he straightened up and said to them, "He who is without sin among you, let him be the first to throw a stone at her." Jesus, only you were without sin, and only you never held anyone's sin against them. Yeah, he didn't hold sin against us, because you know why, guys? You weren't born with sin. You was not. People that are demonic think you're born with sin, so they can get you involved in churches and say, oh, you're going to go to hell. So we'll get this straight first. The reason Jesus didn't never held anyone's sin against them is because you wasn't born with sin. Neither was Jesus. People thought he sinned, or we sinned, because they're like the people we've had around us. And I have to say this, we had people around us that victimised us, tried to sacrifice us the same as they sacrificed Jesus, because Jesus was different. Jesus came down here and spoke about his Father that was in heaven, and he was from the divine. So people thought Jesus was just a little bit weird. So Jesus will not put a sin against you, because you are not born with sin. You come down here and you don't know who you are, you don't remember who you are, you won't remember your creator, and you're told to navigate down here until you find yourself, find your way back to your creator and realise who you are when you awaken, okay? And then when you got sent down here, you would have said to God, how far can I go? And he would have said, kick your boots off, mate. Go as far as you want, but find your way back to me. So if you've done anything in your past and you think it's a sin, no, it is the journey you took that led you to where you are today. It is not a sin. It's what you had to experience through life to get you where you were. None of us are sinners, okay? And don't you ever forget that. And I have to put that in there. I cannot stand it. People saying we're born with sin. That's what churches tell you, and ministers and parents and priests, okay? Jesus does not hold sin against them. It says, I, on the other hand, have a list of ways my loved ones could improve. I have plenty of thoughts about even strangers I meet and people in the media, Lord. Why is it so easy to see the sins of others, and why am I so eager to point them out? Have I never ignored my child, spent money I didn't have, or envy the neighbour's shiny new car? Yet even now you do not hold this against me. Because it's not a sin. It's not a sin. It's been a bit jealous, isn't it? You wait with love as I set down my rock, pick up my cross and continue on my way. What a gracious, gracious God you are. So when God picked up his cross, and Jesus was sacrificed, he was, and he was nailed to the cross. That did happen, okay? But he was sacrificed because of other people, because they decided that they wanted him gone, because they didn't believe in what he believed in, thought he was a bit of a fruit bat. And basically, that's what you did. When people did this to you, and karmics did this to you, and horrible people did this to you, you felt like you was carrying the cross of Jesus, because it was a burden to you, and it was. And people needed to put down their rocks instead of throwing them at you, and maybe pick up their own cross and pick up their own burdens, because everybody does things that they shouldn't really do. Everybody has in their past. It's just whether you want to admit it or not, or you hide it and put it away in the closet. So he who will cast the first stone, it is true. Have you sinned? It's not even sin. Have you been an absolute a-hole? Because most people have. And gracious God will forgive you, because he is a forgiving Father and he lives by love. He created us to love. It's only the earth that made us do things that we didn't want to do. And we have to do things sometimes that we're not supposed to do to learn that it's wrong. How do you ever know something's wrong if you don't experience it? How would you know then? No one's born perfect, are they? We learn. Like, I took drugs and it was wrong, but I had to go through that and lose my cars, nearly lose my kids, lose houses, lose friends. That it's what you have to do to learn. And it don't matter if to the day before you die and you think, I'm really sorry for what I've done, God will still forgive you. It doesn't matter. It's never too late, guys. And it's not. And I feel very passionate about this. Please believe me, you are not born with sin. You just do things wrong on this planet because it's a real devilish place that we live in, and it is, and there's a lot of temptation. Why do you think people say in prayers, and deliver us from evil, amen? Because you live in a realm of hell. There isn't a heaven and a hell. You're living in hell. You're living on one realm of hell, okay? Heaven is far, far away. We might not even reach heaven, yeah? We will go up layers like steps to heaven, which are realms, okay? Please believe me, you're living on the realm of hell. You're not going to go to hell because you've sinned. You're already here. You're already here, seriously. The first stone. Right, I'm going to go because I get really passionate about this. And I do. And I love you guys. Have a nice day. Don't take anything I say offensively. I just speak as it is because I want you to speak how it is. Be truthful. Just be yourself and don't let anybody hold you back. Don't let people tell you you're a sinner. Don't let people tell you that your past defines who you are now. Yeah, it does in some ways. It does. My past defines who I am because now I can look back at my past and think, I'm not that anymore. I'm not even that person anymore. It's only people around you that can't change, yeah, that want to say, oh, that she's still like her past or he's like that. You don't know what he used to do. Don't matter what he used to do or what she used to do or what you used to do. The difference is people in the collective have changed who they used to be and what they used to do or are changing. But these people that want to throw stones at us, they can't change. They don't want to change. So they are still the people they are in the past because they're still living in the past, okay? And don't you forget that, guys. And I love you, and I do. And thanks for coming to my channel. If you like it, like it. If you haven't subscribed, why not? And if you have, welcome to the channel. All my loyal subscribers, I love you, and I love all your messages. And thank you for coming to my channel. I love you guys. Adios, amigos. I'm sure I've offended someone today, but anyway, who cares? Mwah, namaste.